Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Rachel Amma and this week I am joined by a very, very special guest. Last week or the week before, as you guys know, I was very ill. So I brought in a very good friend who's gonna share some really good home remedies to help when you are feeling unwell. So without further ado, my friend, Ben. Also, sorry, introduction. I've known Ben for a long time. We went to the same primary school, secondary school, so he's my boy. There we go.
I'm not like a nutritionist or anything like that. I'm not like a special kind of qualified guy. I do mad stuff. I do kind of lots of different crazy things. And one of the things that I do is I sell coconut-based, vegan, electric pancakes. And I do it in stores all around London. But also this machine, this body, kind of funds another project which I do where we make clothing, produce books, we sell online different adaptogenic herbs. We sell
everything.
I just do everything. I do mad stuff. I do lots of mad stuff. But the point I'm trying to make is that in kind of this maze of different things that I have to juggle, I have to make sure that I'm healthy because I can't call in and be like I'm ill and and not show up. I don't have any sick days. It's literally early mornings, late nights, every day action.
This guy works so hard, just putting it out there. Hard. No, don't be humble. You work hard, fam. You work hard.
Yeah, but it's just part and parcel of pursuing your dreams. Anyway, so cut a long story short, I don't want to waffle on. What I'm kind of sharing with you is 3 basic remedies in a format which I think is best suited to your daily life, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Ben is going to show us 3 amazing recipes that are going to help you through the winter months to make sure that you prevent the chances of getting ill. No one can say never, but they're preventative measures.
See, you're good at this stuff. I try and talk and I just go...
No, Ben, you are perfect the way you are. So Ben is going to show us these recipes. So the first recipe that Ben is going to share with us now is lemon, ginger, cayenne pepper. So we're starting off by peeling up this big piece of ginger and we're going to give it a good wash. Now, ginger is such an amazing ingredient. It's actually worthy of the name superfood. It's anti-inflammatory. It is really good for digestion. It actually warms you up from the inside out. So it's so good in the winter months. It has active ingredients and properties that actually help your body fight those typical kind of germs you get when you get a cold. And it actually helps you sweat out the toxins in your body. It cleans out the systems, brings down temperatures. It's just an all-round incredible ingredient. So we're just going to juice it to get some pure ginger juice, which is so powerful. Now to go alongside this, we've got some lemon. So I'm going to use the juice of the lemon. Lemon is really high in vitamin C. It's also antiseptic and anti-inflammatory as well. So it's going to go really well with the ginger. So to make the tea, we're just going to warm up some coconut water, and coconut water is really hydrating. We're going to add in some of the fresh lemon and we're adding in about 1 tablespoon of the fresh ginger juice. Now to go with this, Ben's got us using ground cinnamon as well as ground cayenne pepper. Now cinnamon is really antiseptic as well, and cayenne pepper, I was told years ago, if you feel a sore throat coming, take a tablespoon of cayenne pepper because it is also really powerful, really good at soothing like a sore throat, and it actually helps to thin out any mucus that you have, any congestion that you have started to get by getting a cold, and help clear it out. And then for a bit of flavor, we're adding in some date syrup, which also has its own nutrient benefits, which you could also look up online. All right, so boom, this is the final, what's the name of this? What's the quick name?
This is the winter remedy.
I'm gonna tell you this here first. This is gonna get rid of every germ in your body. I mean, that's a bold statement, but let me tell you, this is power. Every morning.
Every morning. Every morning. You know what it does? It's like, it
flushes.
It flushes and it gives you some heart. Yeah. Fire in your heart.
You fire up the soul. Fam, that's proper piff though.
Yeah.
I have ginger and lemon all the time, but I never put cinnamon and I never put cayenne pepper in it. And that makes such a difference.
It's that little bit of sprinkle, that sprinkle of,
finesse. I feel like if I had this every day, I would really be preventing a cold because wow, this is power, guys. Wow. Boom! Recipe number 2. This is one I've never heard of before. Explain what we're using.
It is baobab. Baobab.
I'm not going to repeat that. So baobab comes from trees in Africa, Australia, and the Middle East, and it is known for its super high content of vitamin C. Research I found says just 1 tablespoon of baobab provides over half the amount of recommended daily intake for vitamin C in adults, which is incredible. So mixing it with water, a bit of lemon juice, and some date syrup to make it flavorful. Now, with it being so high in vitamin C, it is really going to help your immune system stay strong, support the body's defenses against any infections and colds that you might get. So it's such a preventative ingredient because of its richness in vitamin C and other nutrients. We're adding some berries, which are high in antioxidants as well. And we've also got the flesh from the coconut for some more flavor, and drizzle a bit more date syrup on top. Now, for anyone who is into their alkaline foods, baobab is really alkaline, so it's really gonna help balance your body's pH levels. And it's actually really good at supporting your skin, keeping it glowing and preventing wrinkles because of its high content of antioxidant and vitamin C. Now, Ben, how often do you eat this?
To be honest, like there's weird things that I'm addicted to. This is kind of one of the weird things. I find that it's better to be addicted to like healthy things than to like unhealthy things. As the taste kind of grown on you, yeah.
What I will say is this is like no other thing I've ever had before. But I would eat this on the premise of adjusting my taste buds to it and knowing that I was giving myself a good amount of vitamin C to start my day.
That's a good way of...
I think if I added like a full tablespoon of date syrup to this, then I would enjoy it more and my taste buds would enjoy it more. I have a sweet tooth, not a bitter tooth.
I really love sherbet. Like as a child, I always really loved the taste of like sour things. So if you got like the palate for like sour foods, like this, I love it, man. I'm literally eating this stuff out of the jar.
So the final recipe that Ben is going to share with you guys is one I actually wanted to make for myself when I was unwell, but I never made it before and I was feeling a bit lazy. So luckily I spoke to Ben about it and he's here to show us. So recipe number 3
is
Irish moss hot chocolate.
There you go.
So this is the Irish moss. You can also get it in powdered form. When you get it like this, you need to soak it in water for at least 3 hours to turn it into a gel. So the body is made up with roughly 102 minerals and Irish moss contains 92 of them. So it's so good to replenish and revitalize the body when your immune system's a bit low or it's up against a fight. It's really got a lot of nutrients for you. So once it's turned into a gel, we're just gonna blend it up and then it comes out like this. And we're only going to use about a tablespoon to make the hot chocolate. So we're going to whisk together some Irish moss with some raw cacao, which also has its own nutritional benefits when you do get raw, organic, fair trade cacao. Whisk it all together. What else is great about Irish moss is it's really, really good at helping with mucuses and preventing congestions and just clearing out those typical germs when you have a common cold. This is exactly what I needed 2 weeks ago. So we're mixing it with some oat milk to turn it into a really delicious hot chocolate. Irish moss is used over the Caribbean, so some of you are probably already familiar with Irish moss. Please feel free to share your favorite Irish moss recipes because I love to hear from you guys. We're adding some date syrup just to make it more flavorful and hit the right spot. And then we're just gonna add this to a heat and keep whisking it until we get this really smooth, rich, creamy hot chocolate. There are so many health benefits about Irish moss that I really recommend having a research on it if you're not familiar with it, especially for vegan diets where sometimes it's harder to get some minerals and some nutrients. What's mad is it just tastes like a really rich, creamy, delicious hot chocolate. Like it doesn't taste fishy at all, and like the smell of the Irish moss, obviously from what it is, it's really fishy. It's like you've got fish in the house, but when you made the hot chocolate, it tastes like a really rich, creamy hot chocolate.
That's the thing. I think the thing about it is it really soaks up flavor. So, like I said, you can add it to your smoothies, hot chocolate, porridge, whatever, and it just all it does is it literally gives it a nice thick, creamy consistency.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's banging.
Don't you just love when something nutrient dense is also chocolatey? I mean, what more can you want? It has a nice thickness, and you still have the chocolatey, and you have little bits of date that keep it nice and sweet for my sweet tooth. Perfect. Love this one. Doing this all the time.
So we're gonna call this the
What's the name?
This is the energizing.
The energizing.
Power. Hot.
How long is this?
I'm trying to come up with something.
Really?
Right?
Are you just stalling? Because I don't know if anything's ticking.
I was just trying to see what was appropriate.
Right.
My brain doesn't work like that.
Right,
It has to kind of, I have to process information, and then I'm not like, you know, when people have like banter, I always say the awkward thing that makes me like everybody laugh at me, or you know, or the awkward thing that's really kind of, I suppose, inappropriate. Yeah.
Now you've gotten to know Ben.
This is the way. I'm not gonna get too like philosophical or whatever, right? But the way
He's about to get really.
I'm not gonna get really philosophical.
Grab a hot chocolate, lads. Sit down. Get ready for it.
The thing about life is that there is freedom in creativity. Do you like that? That's a quote, innit?
Is that the as deep as the philosophical's going?
I think that's quite a good
That is good. You can find Ben and all his marvelous creative ideas and spreading of love and peace and happiness at.
Well, we've got 2 platforms. So
Those.
we've got one that's more centered around food. That's OSU Coconuts, at OSU Coconuts. And then we have another platform which is called OSU Lifestyle. And on that I tend to work with writers, poets, and we put together a book. It's just medicine. But just open up a page and read it. Random page.
Russian roulette, mate. The fear of failure, if you realize that, as long as you never give up, you can't fail. It's impossible to fail if you don't quit. Take that with you today, lads. I really hope you guys have all enjoyed this video and getting some really cool home remedies that are gonna help you through the winter months. Meeting my friend Ben, where you can also check out his amazing stuff, and hanging out with both of us on this YouTube channel. So please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it and you found the remedies useful. And if you do make similar remedies or you have your own remedies, please feel free to share them in the comments, because I really like being able to share stuff and learn from you guys, as well as you guys learning from what I can put out as well. So please give it a video thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm here every week with new videos to share with you guys, and I will see you all next week.
Doing it yardman style. Mom, if you're watching, you know, don't say, you know, I'm not a thoughtful. Is that the right word?
I don't know if I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
I'm even getting the extra bits of dirt that happen to be in it. You know what I mean?
Well, you calling my house dirty? Yeah.
No. But I just, you know, immune system strength.
Don't you know you drive me crazy?